think we can all agree that it's been super interesting to watch some companies and businesses and organizations come forward with a very clear message and stance in support of the Black community, the Black Lives Matter movement, and it's been so powerful to watch those companies come forward. Some companies have remained neutral, which, honestly, I can't even say anything against. I know that it's really tricky with the things that we're seeing right now. So some companies have chosen to stay neutral based on their audience, their clientele. Maybe they didn't feel like they wanted to take that clear stand, or it doesn't align with them. Some companies have still chosen to stay silent. And while I feel like every company, every business is entitled to whatever they feel is in alignment with their brand and their community and their message and their audience, I fully support that. But one message and one company that has stood out to me was actually this week. The Arizona Hispanic Chamber of Commerce sent an email to the members and then also posted the same message on their Instagram page, where they were pretty much stating that they were demanding change, that they were against racism. They did mention George Floyd. However, they did not state a very clear stance as to where they stand. You guys, I have a problem with this because the Arizona Hispanic Chamber of Commerce is a small organization who literally is founded on the support of minorities. So I couldn't believe that there wasn't a clear message. It was something that I had been waiting for because, we're all just kind of waiting to see, like, who are we affiliated with? Who are we doing business with? And what's their response to it, right? So when this neutral, very tiptoey message came through, I was so shocked. I sent a message directly, right? I've been an active member, a huge advocate for the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce since I was in the beauty industry and now through Femina and my coaching business. So I sent them a message, just being like, hey, like, I'm disappointed by this neutral message. We're supposed to stand up for minorities. This would have been a great opportunity for us to clear our stance, to stand together in solidarity. This would have been a great opportunity for the chamber to come forward, provide resources for small businesses, right? Maybe acknowledge their Black members, their Black businesses that support them, and they didn't. So I sent the message. I got a reply back from one person there. It's not the entire team, right? So I got a reply back, and essentially she said that, with their audience, they had a broad audience, right? And that they had to remain neutral, right? Like, hey, it's really tricky. We have to be careful with what we say with such a broad audience. I'm like, okay, well, the only audience you should be caring about is the minorities and the Hispanic chamber that this was created, right? The Hispanics, the Afro-Latinos, even Hispanics that are of color, the Black community primarily, right? This is what this is all about. But I'm like, where is your stance for this? So later on in the email, she's pretty much saying, hey, it's kind of, we're with the spectrum of our audience. But surprisingly, we've had thousands of likes and comments across our social media platforms that have supported us. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So like, I'm the only one that said something, okay? And this is a big deal, you guys, because this is a company I've been supporting and advocating for. And so for me to have been the only person to maybe see something wrong with this, or maybe the only person to speak up, this is a big deal. This is a very well-known organization. So this is really, a big step for me too. But so then I read the message and it's like, oh, we've had thousands of people support us through our social media platforms. And we really want to focus on continuing to support, small business owners, like with the success grant that you benefited from. So you guys might remember that a few months ago with the whole COVID situation, the Arizona Hispanic Chamber of Commerce granted Femina a $2,000 grant. And that was great, right? So that was, I even came on social media, on my webinars, on my podcast. I was so grateful. I was just letting everybody know that this had happened, what they had done. And but I could not believe that she actually came back at me with a response about how they had supported, how I had benefited from a grant from them. You guys, that is the problem. That is the problem. If I don't, like, I'm voicing my opinion and you kind of told me to sit back in my lane because I had benefited from a grant. This has nothing to do with Black Lives Matter, the Black community, the minorities. This has people of color, nothing. This has nothing to do. That's not even what we're talking about, but she slid that in there. And you guys, this is the problem. I'm so disappointed. I went back and I actually looked through all of their social media platforms. I reviewed, I wanted to see what the comments were. And I pulled up the Instagram, the LinkedIn, the Twitter, the Facebook. You guys, I could add up all of those likes and it was barely 75 and 0 comments. 0 comments, 75 likes, not thousands, okay? Not thousands of likes, not thousands of comments. So this to me, you guys, is just such a big problem. I really took it, I was like, what should I do? Like, I don't want to cause more harm than good, but this is where we take a stand. This is where we become allies to the Black community, where we literally stand forward and we're like, this is it. This is where it ends. I cannot move forward. I cannot continue to be an advocate and a representation for this organization that says that they are focused on minorities and minority businesses, which include Hispanic, Black, people of color, different, right? Minorities. They say that they support them, but they don't. Why? Why aren't they taking a clear stance? Why are they holding back? Why are they staying neutral? Because they don't want to lose funding, because they are worried about their sponsors. Well, if their sponsors were minorities, if their sponsors were on board with what they're trying to stand for, if their sponsors were aligned with our community, with our beliefs, then it shouldn't be a problem. They should want to support that cause no matter what. So it seems to me like they were more concerned about the non-Hispanic businesses that are sponsoring and funding them versus their actual community and businesses. And even within like the Arizona Black Chamber of Commerce, right? Like, did you guys reach out to your Black members? Did you reach out to the Black businesses, the Black Chamber of Arizona? Like, did you guys reach out to any of them? Like, that's really another issue, right? So I just really wanted to come on here, you guys. This is not an easy topic for me to address, but I just simply couldn't stay quiet because that is contributing to the problem. Like, oh man, they gave me money, or they like slid it in like, oh, thousands of people are in agreement. I could have easily just been accepted that. And that would not be authentic to me and my community and my brand and what I stand for. And I have come clearly forward stating that all, like that we are in support of people of color, that Black Lives Matter, that I'm in full support of this. You guys have seen it. And I cannot continue to associate myself with a company that pretty much is neutral. You know what I mean? Especially because they say they support minorities and they obviously are more concerned over, the non-Hispanic businesses that contribute to this organization. So I just want to let you guys know publicly that I am retracting any affiliation. I have canceled my membership with the Arizona Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. I cannot support that organization. And I just wanted to share that with you so that you can make your own opinion based on this, based on what is right for you and your business, what's in alignment for you, right? And I want to just reference here really quick to my notes because I don't want to miss anything. But I just want to share that, I hope that this really, the feedback that they get from this is going to help them create that awareness, that change, and really take action, take a firm stance, and really help dismantle the same supremacy that is not only suppressing the community that they say that they have founded this organization on, but also for the Black community. Okay, so I don't know what else to say, you guys. Like, I'm just at such a loss for words because it's been so disappointing, especially because I've been, like, that I've been like an ally with the chamber. And I just can't, you guys. It just wouldn't be authentic. So I just want to bring awareness to that. I want to let you know about this, organization. Maybe their initiative was, it started with the right mentality, but at this point it's been compromised. So Arizona Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, you are canceled.